All right, Viking fans, the Minnesota Vikings have reduced their roster from 90 to 85. Let's talk about who they cut next in 3, 2, 1. Hey, Skull Brothers and Sisters, this is Dave. I'm your host of Skull World, brought to you by Minnesota Sports Talk. You can follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook at Skull World. Now make sure you hit subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. That will enter you in my contest. I have the rules in the description below. I'm giving away free stuff at the Packer game. Go read the rules. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. It cannot hurt you, I promise. Now anyways, let's get started. The Vikings went from 90 players on the roster to 85. Now let's pull that up. I got this from my co-host MC Rap over at Purple Pocket Podcast. I'm sure he'll do a video about it too. We do have a live show on the Purple Code, and he tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central, the Purple Code, me and MC Rap will be doing a live show, and I'm sure we'll talk about this. Now we've cut 5 players and went from 90 to 85. The first one was Jake Vargas, the fullback. Now, CJ Ham's a luxury. The KOC's talked about him, and he's going to be part of our offense. I don't see any difference in that. But gosh, our 4 tailbacks really played well. And they in the Rams offense went 11 personnel most of the time. And I don't think I heard they carried a fullback over there. So, hey, fullback is a luxury we have. We don't need 2 of them. If we didn't have one, we'd be just fine in this offense. So Vargas is out. That was just that was an obvious choice. Andre Mintz, linebacker. I had this guy making the 53 on my first 53-man roster show, but I didn't think we had any outside linebacker depth. I was wrong. I switched it and had him leaving the team, and He played both. He played out of position in college, playing defensive end. He was undersized. Outside linebacker is probably his better position. I had him making the team. I did a video on him. He actually commented. He has a YouTube channel called Mints TV. He actually came over and said something. Thanked me for the video. That's the first time a Viking fan has ever done anything like that. I appreciate that. I wish him well. Go Commodores. Andre Mintz is leaving the team. Ty Smith, cornerback. Now, I think the only reason he's, one of the cuts right now is we're so deep at cornerback, and he's just like one of the guys to let go. That's really it. Who knows? Maybe he played bad, but honestly, it was writings on the wall. This guy wasn't gonna make the team. But I thought Perry Nickerson also might have been a cut, candidate, because of the way he played, but I was mistaken a little bit. Now going back and looking at some of the plays, Perry Nickerson, let's say he gave up a reception, ended up in a touchdown. He tried to punch the ball out. He could have made the tackle. It wouldn't have been as bad, but he tried punching the ball out. He didn't secure the tackle. 2 other defensive backs made poor angles or got blocked. Touchdown. So I'm not going to blame Perry Nickerson too much on that. If he punches that ball out, we get it back. So that's the way they're coaching. That's the way they're coaching this defense, man. Is knock the ball out, and you saw that with Dorn at the end of the game. Now, so Ty Smith is gone. Perry Nickerson, also another play. He just bobbed and weaved through blockers and broke up I think it was a screen play, knocked his feet out, knocked him out of the play. Now, Tyree Stevenson, defensive tackle, injury designation here apparently. He was just the odd man out. We have, it turns out to be 3 decent enough nose tackles with Harrison Phillips, TJ Smith, and T.Y. McGill. Now, I was pretty hard on TJ Smith because I only could find one video on him, and he played terrible in that game. And but I don't think he played that bad in this Raiders game. So hey, I might have been wrong about him, but T.Y. McGill was the guy that stood out. And obviously, we don't need 4 nose tackles. They have him listed as a defensive tackle, but I don't remember where he was on this roster. I don't remember. I assume it was probably nose tackle if they list him as a D tackle and not a DN. So, yeah, with the way that Harrison Phillips, TJ Smith, and T.Y. McGill played, he's the guy that needs to go. Thomas Hennigan, wide receiver, he's also injury designation too. It looks like he had the most punt returns of probably any player on this team in college. He had like 61 punt returns. So there was a potential chance of this guy making it because of special teams ability. But he ran like a 4.640. I've seen someone say it was a little faster, or a 4.740. Then I saw somewhere it was 4.640. But he played for Appalachian State, and he had a long, good career with them. He played, I think, every season. He was fun to watch. He was a very excitable player. He was pretty gung ho, a little flashy, but he wasn't an NFL receiver. All the guys on this team, he was the only guy I probably don't think was a NFL ready player. He was a big receiver. I think he was 6 foot with like 230 pounds. So some people were like tight end, but he's only 6 foot. So anyways, Thomas Hennigan is gone. I know my co-host over on Purple Pocket Podcast, love this guy, wanted him to make the team. He's gone. And he actually said he would go on Purple Pocket Podcast show, but I don't know if he will now that he's cut. Unfortunately, it would have been nice to get a Viking to interview with us. Hey, Thomas Hennigan, give us a shout out. If you ever listen to this, we want to see you. We liked your play. You were fun to watch. We'd love to talk to you still. So that's it for those guys. Now, they did the roster they did adjust the roster accordingly on the depth chart, and I don't see really any changes at all. They still got. I still believe they got Ty Chandler third. Still, let's see, what do we got here? They need to work on this website. It won't adjust. I apologize. Let me pull it out here a little bit. Oh yeah, third as a kick returner, my bad. So going back to wide receiver, they still have Albert Wilson listed as a 5th team. They only have one 16 player now, and that's Sean Byer, they only have one. Sean Byer, the tight end. So he survived. Dan Chesina still 4th team, but they have Albert Wilson all alone at 5th team. If you remember, 6th team, they had Thomas Hennigan. So there's no significant changes here. BC Johnson's still 3rd team, even though I thought he got outplayed by Naylor and Tristan Jackson and Albert Wilson and Chesina. And he had 3 targets and no catches and didn't look like he was ready for a pass. So there's some candidates coming up here. They got now at the cornerback position, these are some hot. Perry Nickerson, Harrison, Hand, and Nate Harrison. Harrison is 5th team. Nickerson and Hand are 4th team. Caleb Evans and Chris Boyd still probably making the team as the 6th top cornerbacks. We'll see that. Now Chris Boyd, all that he has to do is beat out Perry Nickerson, Harrison, Hand, and Nate Harrison. That's potentially, he could do that. So I had him not making the 40. I had Hand making, or 53. I had Hand making the 53. We'll see coming up here if I was right or if I change it. Zach McLeod, 4th team, outside linebacker. He's at UDFA. He's a potential candidate, but they really like him, I think. Defensive end Julian Taylor. He might be a candidate for the next cut. Sean Byer at tight end. Running back Bryant Koback. He's not going to make this team, so you should see that. You should see that coming pretty soon. But hey, that's a report on cuts. I gave you some ideas of who might get cut next time. That's it for today. That's Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm your host Dave. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook at Skull World. See you next time. Skull Vikings.